Immigration is absolutely vital to our economy. No, it isn't. Far from it. It is. The economy relies on it. Most immigrants who enter the country work low-wage jobs, pay minimal taxes, and do not significantly benefit the country financially. Stick around as we dive into one of the most explosive stories in British politics right now. Labour is under fire. Democracy itself may be at stake. You don't want to miss this. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a quick favor. If you're enjoying this content, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, over 98% of you watch these videos without subscribing. It's free and makes a huge difference in helping us bring you more of the content you love. Why blame immigrants for paying little tax when they earn low wages? Taxes are proportional to income. How do we fund more GPs, better roads, and public services? Should we increase taxes on overseas workers? Nigel Farage. A name that divides opinion and stirs emotions like few others in British politics. To some, he's a national hero, unafraid to challenge the establishment. To others, he's a divisive disruptor. Regardless of where you stand, one thing is undeniable. Farage has an extraordinary ability to dominate headlines, shift public discourse, and make waves across the political landscape. For decades, Farage has been a relentless force in British politics, tackling controversial issues head-on. From leading the charge for Brexit to challenging the political elite, his presence in national debates is constant. But what makes him so compelling? His confidence? His knack for simplifying complex issues? Or the way he taps into public frustration with the status quo? Perhaps it's a combination of all these factors. In his latest televised interview, Farage once again demonstrated why he remains one of the most talked-about figures in modern British politics. But this wasn't just another debate. It was a moment that stopped the nation in its tracks. An electrifying clash between Farage and the establishment, filled with fiery exchanges, jaw-dropping revelations, and hard-hitting truths. Before we break down the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We bring you the stories that matter, those the mainstream media ignores. Your support helps us continue our mission of delivering unfiltered, unbiased content. We should treat Trump politely. That's really the answer. Less abuse, more understanding. He's won a major victory and genuinely values the UK. That's why I've said, as a friend, if I can bridge the gap between this government and America, I will. The setting: a live televised panel discussion featuring prominent politicians, journalists, and analysts. The topic: British democracy and the divide between the people and their elected leaders. It was meant to be a balanced discussion, an exchange of perspectives. But the moment Nigel Farage's name was announced, the atmosphere changed. Some panelists shifted uncomfortably. Others braced for impact. The audience buzzed with anticipation. Then he arrived, striding onto the stage, exuding confidence. The room's energy shifted. His opponents knew this wouldn't be an easy discussion. It would be a battle for ideological dominance. Farage adjusted his microphone, surveyed the panel, and was ready. So was the nation. Farage's opening statement: a challenge to the establishment. Farage wasted no time. The truth has been buried for too long, and I'm here to dig it up. His opening line sent shockwaves through the room. It wasn't just a bold statement. It was a direct challenge to the establishment. The panelists knew this would be explosive. He accused the political elite of betraying the British people, describing a leadership class that prioritizes its interests over the struggles of everyday citizens. Look around. People are struggling. Wages are stagnating. Communities are ignored. Those in power make decisions that benefit themselves while leaving the rest of us behind. This isn't incompetence, it's deliberate. Reform UK is gaining ground. Could Farage's party outpace the Conservatives? Their live membership ticker counts down to surpassing Tory membership. The panelists grew uncomfortable. Farage wasn't making vague accusations. He was calling out power structures many in the room were part of. Explosive claims. Farage's evidence. Farage came prepared. Holding up a folder, he declared, "I'm not here to talk. I'm here to show you the facts. These are hard truths, not conspiracy theories." The media's reaction? K-star as unpopular as Nigel Farage. How low can you sink? He presented explosive claims, alleging secret agreements between politicians and corporate elites, made without public knowledge. One shocking revelation involved a multi-million-pound trade deal, which he claimed prioritized corporate profits over public welfare, a betrayal of public trust. The heated confrontation, Farage versus the panelists. Farage's claims met fierce resistance. A senior official countered, "You're fear-mongering, Nigel." But Farage fired back, "If these are baseless, prove me wrong. The evidence is right here." Tension peaked. Voices rose. Tempers flared. The moderator struggled to maintain order, but Farage remained composed, dismantling counter-arguments. The audience took notice. Gasps, murmurs, and bursts of applause followed. The aftermath? A national conversation. Ignited social media exploded. Clips of Farage's statements spread like wildfire. Supporters praised him. Finally, someone speaking the truth. Critics accused him of divisive rhetoric. Regardless, Farage had captured the nation's attention once again. Farage's final words, a call to action. "This fight isn't just mine, it's yours. If we don't stand up now, we may never get another chance." His words resonated. The discussion continued beyond the interview. Had he ignited a movement? Conclusion. The road ahead for Farage has once again proven he's a force to be reckoned with. Whether you see him as a hero or a provocateur, his latest interview was a defining moment in British politics. The real question: will his claims lead to real change, or will they be dismissed as political theater? One thing is certain. Farage has reminded us of the power of one voice to challenge the system. Behind the scenes, tensions remained high. Off camera, a journalist muttered, "He's controlling the conversation." A rattled panelist frantically texted advisors. A producer whispered, "This might be the most explosive interview we've aired in years." The unexpected ally. Just when it seemed the panel was united against Farage, a political analyst broke ranks, validating some of his concerns. The studio fell silent. Even his critics had to acknowledge the weight of his words. This wasn't just a debate, it was a public challenge to the government. The public reaction millions watched, reacting in real time. In homes, pubs, and online forums, debates raged. Supporters cheered. "Finally, someone who says it like it is." Others worried. Is this fueling division? Within an hour, hashtags trended worldwide. Calls for investigations into Farage's claims surged. The establishment was under pressure. Farage put on the spot, one panelist flipped the script. "If you were in power, would you be any different? Or just another politician making empty promises?" Farage paused, then answered, "I've never feared accountability. If I betrayed public trust, I'd expect to be held to the same standard. That's the difference." Farage's final prediction. We're at a crossroads. If the establishment doesn't change, there will be consequences. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but eventually the system will crack. The only question is, through reform or an uprising no one sees coming? Will this change anything? As the dust settles, one question remains. Will this interview lead to real change or be another moment lost in the political cycle? One thing is certain. Whether you support him or oppose him, you can't ignore Nigel Farage. If you found this analysis insightful, subscribe. Stay informed. Challenge the system.